And now I'm joined by Lachey Simmons with the different libraries we have in the Muskegon area. Lachey, thank you so much for being here. We are talking all about this free bike program that is starting up in a couple of days in the Muskegon area for people who are card holders at the libraries in the area. Thanks so much for being here to chat about this. This is such an awesome program.
No problem, no problem.
Okay, so if this has been going on for a couple of years now, since 2023, but you guys are kicking it off for the summer season on June 2nd. Walk me through what this program is all about. Why do you guys offer this in the area?
All right, so what we have is the Muskegon Area Bike Library.
Yeah.
And it was started by Muskegon Area District Library and in connection with Muskegon County Bicycling Coalition, right? And then we had supporters from Trinity Health as well as Hackley Community Care.
Yeah, so
okay?
big like community effort.
Yes,
we love that.
Yes, yes. And so it's actually housed at Muskegon Heights Branch, which I'm the librarian outreach manager of.
Yeah.
And so on June the 2nd, people can come, they can register for a bike, and then some bikes will be on hand, depending on the sizes, but then if we don't have one there for you, you can definitely just make sure you register, and then we'll contact you, and then we'll go to our storage unit and we'll get one out for you. Yeah.
Awesome. And we've got some pictures of the different bikes that you guys have ready. We can take a look at those. Why, I know this started a couple years ago and you're relatively new to being in this position that you're in, which is so exciting. Why offer this program? Why have this available to families in the community?
Well, there was a need for better social connection, like strengthening it, right? Especially after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then also, one of the greatest things is that it helps people that need to go to work. They can actually keep the bike not only past, they can keep it past October instead of from June to October, which is the normal time. So just to help our community, the more underserved.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bikes can be used for so many, whether it's fun or whether it's getting to work,
Sure,
especially when it's nice
sure.
out. And that was something that surprised me when I first heard about this. I was like, oh, you rent the bike for the weekend or you rent it for a day. You can rent it for the whole summer through October.
Yes.
And like you were just mentioning, even longer than that if you really need it. The logistics of this, you'll get a helmet, you'll get a lock, and you just need a library card to be able to do this. It's totally free. Anything I'm missing there on how the program works?
No, and let's say, for instance, you don't have a library card. Then just make sure that you bring some ID, because then we'll get you a library card,
there you
right?
go. And then you can get everything else that the library has to offer.
Yes.
And I know, I was looking at the pictures you guys have. You have bikes for little kids, obviously all the way up to bikes for adults. And if kids, they have a smaller bike and maybe they have a growth spurt in the next couple of months and need a bigger bike, they can swap it out for a different one. So this is so great.
Yes, we even have like a 3-wheeler as well.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
If you're still learning how to get out there, whatever the situation is, this is so great. And what are you guys just hoping to provide to the community through this program?
One of the greatest things about riding bikes, you have fun and it's exercise. Yeah. And just think if you have a whole community come together and everybody is doing like a bike rodeo, which the Muskegon County Bicycling Coalition, they actually do a couple of rodeos.
Very
so
cool.
It's really fun. It's
riding
really
bikes
fun.
is so fun. I have so many good memories as a kid of riding bikes with friends and my brother and sister and stuff, and it's a great way to stay active if you need to get somewhere and you're not driving a car yet or you don't have a car. So great. Is there anything I'm missing? Anything else you want folks, if someone's saying, hey, I want to get involved in this, what should they do? Give you guys a call? Just show up to the library?
Okay, just show up to the library on Monday or throughout this whole time while we're offering the bikes. But now, if you are under 18,
yes, this
make
is important.
sure that you bring a guardian, because they have to actually, sign for you to
a
have
waiver,
it.
yeah.
And then there's also going to be a video that's required to watch. Michigan has laws, so we want to make sure that you're safe when you're riding these bikes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, so open to anyone. If you're under 18, bring mom, dad, parent, guardian, somebody with you just so you could sign that waiver. And again, this opens up the 2nd, which is that
which
Monday?
Is Monday.
Monday.
Yeah,
There we go.
Monday.
I know kids are starting to get out of school, so this is awesome. Okay, well, thanks so much for coming in and talking about this.
Julia.
Anything else with the library that you want to throw out there right now besides this?
Well, you know what? We have a lot of great things going on for the summer, for our summer reading program, and we're going to be having lots of events at Muskegon Heights Branch, as well as we're actually going to have one of our days where the children are going to get a chance to take a ride with the mayor of Muskegon Heights.
Oh, wow.
They're going to trolley with her.
That is so
yes,
fun.
on a trolley
Obviously,
ride.
It's the library, so there's a lot more than bikes.
Yes,
Obviously, all the books
we're
and
gonna
other
do
programs
great
you guys have. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in and talking with us about this. I love this program. I'm so excited for what it's going to offer the area. And yeah, opens up on Monday. So if anyone is interested, get there. You guys have a ton of bikes. And like they said, you guys will work with them if they need a different size or whatever the situation is. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being in here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely.